Milltown's Best is making good, smart content, by the way. Milltown's Best. NODLE, can we post Milltown's channel link in my chat here?
Yep, you guys heard that right. SalvoPancakes knows about Milltown's Best. What's going on, everybody? It's me, Supa Dave, and of course you're watching Milltown's Best. You know, Salvo seems to appreciate the work that I'm doing here on Milltown's Best, and I hope you guys appreciate it too. And I just want to take this time right now to thank SalvoPancakes for the shout out. It really helps me out. The channel is growing exponentially. I'm really trying to take this commentary community and put a whole new spin on it. I really want to emphasize the community aspect of this thing because you don't see that many people supporting one another. Everybody is out for themselves in this community. It's how can I get myself seen? How can I get myself out there? As opposed to how can I help others get out there? It's like, for example, everybody was giving me shit because I threw a plug in my last video for Salvo's BREAKLAND. I'm glad I did that because did you see what Salvo did in return? He plugged me on his show. That's called professional courtesy, something that not a lot of people show anymore. And I just like to say that Milltown's Best will always extend that handshake, that friendship. It is once that hand gets slapped away is when the teeth will be shown and, you know, you'll get the grizzly bear. And you guys haven't seen the grizzly bear side of Milltown's Best yet, and I hope you guys don't have to see that side of me. But right now what I want to talk about is Salvo's BREAKLAND. I mean, everybody seems to be talking about this return, and what I will say about this return, it was everything that Edwin's stream was not. Salvo came right out, apologized for some of his past action. He almost went as far as to disavow the Salvo's news team. He went full bore. He answered every question. He even went back into the annals of time and addressed some issues that haven't been talked about in months. It was awesome. He went for almost 3 hours. None of it was really dull. There was no lulls in the conversation. And did I mention that Salvo has a new producer? It seems like this guy NODLE is helping SalvoPancakes out. Salvo mentioned that they might do a show together. They do something on his second channel already called Commentary Tonight. I haven't had a chance to check too much of that out. This NODLE seems to know the game and he seems to get what it's all about. Seems to have a direction for BREAKLAND and Salvo. And I hope Salvo putting his faith in this guy is not misplaced. I really see growth happening. I hope Salvo can put this past behind him. And that seems like what he was doing with this BREAKLAND is he was putting the past behind him. He was going to address these issues that Keemstar basically pulled out of thin air. Essentially is what BREAKLAND was all about. Is Salvo was basically saying that Keemstar was hurt and Keemstar took that out on SalvoPancakes, i.e. hurting his career. And with all the examples that Salvo showed, it really didn't paint Keemstar in the greatest light. I'm just gonna be honest, Keemstar kind of came out looking like a spoiled little brat. And we all know that appearances are very important to Keemstar, but I think the one thing that Salvo said during his stream that really hit home to me was when he said that Keemstar would rather have a full studio just sitting empty in his basement as opposed to having an empty chat room. And that was like, whoa. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have microphone envy. Seriously, when I see people with Shure SM7Bs and these Dynica mics and all these awesome high-end equipment, and like they put out one video a month, I just get so jealous. I call it microphone envy, and I have that, and I especially have that with Keemstar. He's got that beautiful PC that was built for him. He's got a beautiful studio, high-end cameras, beautiful Shure mics, everything state-of-the-art. But like Salvo said, Keemstar would rather have that studio be unused than to put out content where he looks like he is not super popular. And that when he said that, that was just like, wow. To some people, I don't mind that my videos only get 200 views, 400 views max on a really popular video. That's the growth cycle, and I understand once you hit that peak, you can't go down. You're too afraid to make that known that you are going down the other side of the hill, but it happens to us all. I mean, I think Keemstar just needs to accept that. Bottom line is that Salvo's comeback, the BREAKLAND episode, was a success. He didn't go out there to 800, 900, 1,000 people. You know, it was a lukewarm, reaction. He had about, 200, 300 viewers max, which is a nice intimate comeback. You can't expect to be gone for that many months and to come back and everybody showing you nothing but love and admiration. He did have some big YouTubers stop in his chat and show some love. And you could tell, remember when Edwin stopped by and they were doing their streams together and they were talking about Salvo's garage. They kept talking about Salvo's garage and that he was building a studio. So he being Salvo was building a studio. And I think what we saw, the set we saw on BREAKLAND last night, is the start of this studio that Salvo's building in his garage. He's got this beautiful front desk. It looks almost like a Tonight Show. It has a real good college radio station, college TV, public access vibe to it. The only thing I'm not digging is the blue curtains. I personally would go black curtains, but budget, it's not like the commentary community gives the big numbers where you can get high AdSense, where you can invest in this. So whatever Salvo's doing, that's coming out of pocket, mind you, and he's putting that in for you fans, and that can't go unnoticed. You got to give Salvo a pat on the back for wanting to deliver a superior product. Not a lot of people are caring about that, and I respect that. And overall, if I were to give Salvo's BREAKLAND a grade, I would give it a solid B+. There's always room for improvement. He even acknowledged his old Mac that still hasn't been upgraded, which leads to some dead air at times when he's dealing with buffering issues, or he's got too many tabs open, or he's trying to play in 720 or 1080p. I've had those issues myself. I know a lot of streamers who have lower end setups have had them issues, and that's why I think if he does continue with BREAKLAND, he's gonna need to address that issue with the PC. He's gonna need to put some more money into a better graphics card, and he needs more RAM in his computer. That's just abundantly clear, but I'm sure we'll get there. He seems to have a new team on board, and BREAKLAND is really gonna become something awesome, I think. With that being said, guys, I think we're gonna stop kissing Salvo's balls, and I'm gonna leave it with that. I just wanted to talk a little bit more than normal. Overall, guys, it was an enjoyable experience. I'm looking forward to the next one. And again, Salvo, thank you for the shout out. That really helped my channel, boosted me up in subscribers. And that's love, man. That's professional courtesy. I love it being extended, and I will always be there to extend the professional courtesy. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I've rambled on enough. With that being said, guys, I love you. Go tell somebody else you love them, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.